Good evening, all. This is K's Take. Um, Young Bull here. Both of us is sitting here, and yeah, with K's Take, just basically where culture, competition, and commentary collide. Just finished watching um, Steelers go ahead and take an L, but before we even get into all that, we're here just to give you guys an idea what's going on. Uh, Unc here, Young Bull. We basically discuss college, high school, as well as professional football, even youth football to one extent, or to a decent extent, as we get closer and closer to their championships. But this football across the board is what we love. That's what we like to talk about. We'll talk about other things in sports as well, but specifically, mainly um, football. And we're diehard Raven fans, so yes, we're definitely happy that the Steelers took an L. But one of the biggest things is that the Ravens won. So not only that we are happy about another team's misery, but the entire division took an L. That includes Cincinnati Bengals as well as Cleveland Browns. But it allowed the Ravens to stay in striking distance of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So um, I'm happy that the Packers were able to, you know, hold up their end of the bargain. But beyond that, just want to kind of just thank you guys for joining us. Whether if you're in your car, you're in your home, you listen to us while you're exercising, at work, or what have you, allowing you spending some time with myself and Young Bull. But Young Bull, go. I mean, tell me what were your thoughts? I mean, this week we had a lot going on. I mean, going up, we had injuries. Thought Lamar was going to play. Didn't think he was going to play. End up coming up with Tyler Huntley. We end up having, I mean, they had to our bench our backup, and go ahead and get Huntley from off the actually off the couch, and then from previously playing with the Cleveland Browns. So I mean, talk to me. I mean, what do you think? How do you feel about all of what's going on? At least leading up to this week, and then the performance that the Ravens had. I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
Uh, hey, to start off, hey guys, it's Young Bull here. I honestly think that starting Tyler Huntley was an amazing decision. I think we should have been started him, but I can't complain. I'm happy we started him this game. Cooper Rush just was not it. But Tyler Huntley, he was he was getting the yards that we needed to win the game. I mean, he didn't have any long, you know, plays. He was getting yards, just yard by yard by yard. He was inching our way to the end zone. I think our defense it looked a little better today. Um, we got all our players back. It was really a roller coaster week. Everybody thought Lamar was gonna play. They say Lamar wasn't gonna play. Then it was just up in the air. But I honestly think we are still in playoff contention. If we lost this game, I don't think we would be in the. I honestly think John Harbaugh might have got fired after this game. But yeah, what do you think about it, huh?
Well, right now, I mean, just looking at the standings now, we're roughly 2 games out. So we're looking at the Steelers being at 4-3, and we're 2-5. Um, Hopefully the Steelers, our schedule looks a lot more favorable than the Steelers going forward. Um, so that's what gives me hope. But it's pause. But I have a pause in regards to puts. Um, I have some apprehension about whether or not the Ravens are going to make this push, just based off of where we stand right now. I mean, just and it's been one thing. I mean, Tyler Huntley, more along the lines of Lamar. He had the team, he pushed us to 30 points. That's closer to what Lamar was doing when he played, and this was a do or die. So I think everyone kind of gathered around. But I think the rest of the games going forward are going to be do or die. So they're going to go ahead and give the effort that's required for them to go ahead and make a serious run, especially for the next 4 or 5 games that we have that are very winnable. Um, but the defense, it's still, gosh, I mean, we talk about it ad nauseum, but the Zach Orr experience is starting to it's starting to kind of to grow on me in the worst way. Kind of like a bad cold. I don't know, like a abscess. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, we drafted Mike Green, someone who could put pressure on the quarterback. We had Kyle Van Noy back out there. We supposedly fixed what we needed to by getting rid of Otway, but we only finished with one sack for the whole game. We allowed 16 points. I do appreciate that, but I mean, oh, we still had Caleb Williams. He almost passed for almost 300 yards on us. 285. He went 25 for 38. Um, he had one interception, so that's what dropped his QBR. His quarterback rating was a 77.2. His QBR was a 62.5. Um, I mean, he's getting 7.5 yards um, per throw. So I mean, that's nothing great. It's expected, but the 10 points given up in the fourth quarter um, at home again, you can't have that. A whole lot of zone. I mean, we not as much as we normally play. Um, but yeah, I mean, the Dunze was killing us today. I mean, at first when the game began, I started getting scared because he started really putting in work. No, he didn't get any touchdown catches, but I mean, he had 7 reception on 10 targets. He had over 114 yards and 16.3 yards per catch. With all those numbers, and the Dunze, he's not a Jamar Chase. He's not a T. Higgins. Those guys are coming really soon at some point, and we're gonna have to deal with. Even though there's no Burrow, you have Joe Flacco, who is more than willing to let the ball fly. And he's already faced us once, but he was in the Cleveland Browns uniform. So um, no, I mean I I'm happy that we won. Do I feel that we have a chance at the champions? I mean, I'm talking championship. I'm thinking we're in preseason. Do we have a chance at the playoffs? Absolutely. Um, can we do anything other than the first round? We're going to need to win a division. That's probably going to be the only way for us to get in based off of what I'm looking at with these standings right now. But there's no telling how it will shake out. But right now, we're looking at the very best we can do is 12-5. We take one loss, then we're 11-6, and we take the 2 losses, which I think might be what we're looking at towards the end of the season, and we're looking at 10-7. Um, so right now, the main thing is I think we're going to need to win the division specifically because we have 3 teams in AFC West: the Broncos, the Chargers, and the Chiefs. All of them have winning records, and along with Patriots and the Bills have winning records as well themselves. And then we're looking at the Jaguars and Colts having winning records. With the Jags at 4-3, Bills at 5-2, New England 6-2, Denver 6-2, and the Chargers 5-3, and the Chiefs 4-3, which always can make a run. So right now, I'm kind of concerned about. I'm really concerned about, making sure that we win a division so we can secure that playoff spot. 'Cause I think that's the only way we're gonna make it in. It won't be off of a wild card unless a bunch of these teams begin to falter. I mean, you tell me. What do you think, Young Bull? Do you think they can get there without winning the division? Do you think they can get a playoff spot over one of these other AFC wild card contenders?
I think we possibly could. But I know it's gonna be very tough because I know, you know, have the Steelers played the Bills yet?
I don't think the Steelers have played the Bills yet. And I am not familiar with their. Are they on the schedule?
I don't know. They might be
Because if they are, then that means so.
because we've played the Bills, the Dolphins. Pretty sure we played the Jets. Yeah, we played the Jets. So I'm pretty sure we have that entire division to have to play.
Okay,
Correct me if I'm wrong, though.
okay, so you are absolutely correct, sir. Young Bull on it again. And we end the season with the so even if we're a couple of games out, we end the season with the Steelers at home. So the way it's looking right now is they do play the Bills. So what we're looking at is they're playing a one-loss Colts team next. So they've already taken a loss to the Packers. That was 35-25. Go Pack. Okay. Then we got the Colts. Then we got the Chargers. Then we got the Bengals. So it looks like they can easily take three losses in a row. Um, that is perfect for all my Raven faithful. Then after that, then we're looking at the Bengals, the Bears, the Bills, the Ravens, the Dolphins, the Lions, the Browns, and the Ravens. So they have a pretty tall task in front of them to maintain that two-game lead that they have in front of us. I'm looking at least one, two Colts loss, Chargers loss, Bills loss, Lions lost, and I don't know, Young Bull. Yeah, I know we've always talked about this. You think the Ravens and Steelers always split for whatever reason, and I agree with you. No matter what's going on with the Ravens, no matter how good the team is, no matter how bad they are, we always seem to split with the Steelers, or we'll get swept. But I definitely think we're going to at least sweep. So that's five losses. So we had five additional losses to what there's 4-3. That means they're going to have eight losses and 9 wins. That means with what we can get with 10 wins and 7 losses, that will put us in the driver's seat and to win the division. If we split with them, we won't have to sweep them. But that's if we do our part and only lose 2 games going out the door. And realistically, I think that's possible. I don't know. I mean, what? I mean, do you? I mean, tell me, young bull. I mean, is that something? Am I just looking at it through a Raven, a Baltimore lens, or am I? And before I even add, and we add any comments, please go ahead, put your comments on who do you think is going to win to win the division. It's going to be the Ravens. It's going to be the Steelers. I mean, because right now, I mean, most knowledgeable football fans already know the Bengals and the Browns. They're basically out of running. But I mean, you tell me. I mean, do you think it's realistic? I mean, I can pull it up for you right now, so you don't even have to do it off the top of your head. Um, let's go over each one. We got the Dolphins.
One.
Okay. Vikings.
That's definitely one.
At the Vikings. Okay. Okay. Okay.
But I know Jefferson's gonna go off. He's
Okay.
gonna go off on our secondary.
Amen. Amen. May the church say amen. If we don't do well, specifically against LSU wide receivers, and that's Jamar Chase. That's the other guy. The Browns.
One. Yep. One.
Okay, because that's gonna be it. Won't be Shador. That's a whole nother conversation. All right. The Jets,
One.
Bengals,
One.
Steelers.
We're gonna split one or I don't know.
Okay, so we'll take that's one loss. Because only because we can't go more than 2 losses. Okay, Steelers. What about the Bengals on the back end?
What week is that?
That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. That's December 7th.
Okay, so Joe Burrow's gonna be back. I think we still
No,
won
I'm
that.
sorry. No, that's December 14th.
Yep, I still think we won that.
So it's gonna be Flacco led Bengals 2 times.
Uh-uh. It's gonna be Joe Burrow that
Oh, Joe Burrow will be back December 14th.
time.
Oh boy, in Cincinnati. Okay, so you think we're gonna get him on that one too?
Yeah.
Okay, Lamar, come on back, nice and healthy. All right, Patriots.
Win is gonna be a tough one though.
Okay, Packers.
Ah, that honestly just depends. If the defense doesn't do what they're supposed to do, we lose that game. If the offense does what it's supposed to do and the defense doesn't, we lose. I'd rather the defense do what it's supposed to do. As I say, defense wins championships. That's a tough game, but I think I can go with the Ravens.
Okay, so we got the Steelers. We split one with the Steelers, and I got them losing to the Packers. And I've got them possibly losing to the Patriots, but definitely not to the Patriots, to the Packers, and possibly to the Bengals because of Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow being back. But any offense that has multiple receivers and they're able and as a quarterback can get the ball to them, I'm concerned because we don't put any pressure on the quarterback and we allow so many yards and such a high passing or completion percentage for the quarterbacks that we do play against so far. I mean, that's just history. Unless he changes up his defensive philosophy, he's really playing the bend don't break type of nonsense with this defense, and we're just giving up just far, far too many yards. Completion percent. I mean, any quarterback that comes in to play us, I mean, they're looking at 68% completion percentage and 7.2 yards a pass. I mean, that's what we're giving. We're giving that up every time, and we've only had two interceptions all year long. There's no. I mean, there's no. There. I, I can't make this up. Two interceptions all year long, and we're 7 games into into the season with only 9 sacks. No pressure on the quarterback, and it's a free for all. Giving up 103 passer rating to every quarterback that we play. Um, I mean, gosh, I mean the stats are just Zach Orr, man. Like Uh, yeah, giving up 92 first downs. I'm just looking more or less along the lines that um, Harbaugh and Orr are going to have to be out. They're going to have to leave at the same day. If they don't make the playoffs as Super Bowl um, contenders and even a favorite amongst many, there. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, young boy, you talk to me. I mean, we got some other quarter. I mean, I give you another coach on a college level. My beloved LSU Tigers, Brian Kelly, he's out of there. Now they don't play games. Now Bashadi, he's playing games. If this doesn't get turned around, they need to go ahead and take a page out. 'Cause you can't the same way how Texas A&M ran through LSU at Death Valley this weekend and they were supposed to be in contention to win a national title this year. You cannot retain a coach with that much talent on the team. The same goes. We revert now back to the pros. I know it's razor thin between the difference of talent, but there's a reason why almost every publication and analyst had the Ravens as a Super Bowl contender, if not a favorite to get there. And there were a number of them saying that they thought they can win. But if you can't even make the playoffs, Harbaugh, the absence. So if he doesn't make the, I don't care. Well, they made a great run. If you don't do it now, that's an issue. I mean, you. I mean, you. I mean, I don't even want to go there because we're going so far in. But this week with Lamar and not knowing if he was going to play, and the Tyler Huntley and there's the Cooper Rush experiment um, that was just so mismanaged. And to give him 2 games to lose and have that poor of a performance each game, and then not have Tyler Huntley just waiting. Like if the offense is designed for Lamar, the Todd Monken has the offense designed for someone with his skill set, then that means you need to not get a Frankenstein style quarterback to come in on the back end. I'm happy that they had the bye week when they had it, that it wasn't them still playing, because if that were the case, I think they would have lost another one. People were able to get healthy. Patrick Ricard came back. Stanley came back. Um, Ronnie Stanley came back. Wiggins, he was a little banged up. I know Humphreys was banged up. Everyone came. It was all hands on deck, and they did what they needed to do. But I'm happy that they let Lamar rest, and they had to win it because on a short week, with him coming off that hamstring, we don't want him to re-injure it. So if they feel that they can win with the Dolphins, I'm thinking to kind of let him rest as well, give him another 10 days and bring him back even 100%. It's not as though he's going to be rusty, but he'll be stronger. But I don't know. I mean, how do you think? Young Bull, tell me, how do you feel about their approach and this week on a must-win week, and then how they're managing Lamar, and then even the Tyler Huntley thing with Cooper Rush. You mentioned that a little earlier, but I mean, what's your thoughts on like how they manage that?
I think they managed, benching Cooper Rush. I think that made sense a lot, especially how Tyler Huntley was playing at the end of the game against the Rams. He showed some talent at the end of the game. Definitely a couple flashy passes, some good runs. Got us pretty far down the field. Um, I think with Lamar, I think he's gonna want to play. I don't think he's gonna take a break. I think he's gonna want to play. John Harbaugh, John Harbaugh might give it as a suggestion, but I think Lamar would want to play. What do you think about that one?
I think I agree with you. I think he's gonna want to play, but I think uh, he's not gonna want to have him miss any more games. So if there's a game that he can possibly win, he might want to play, but I don't think unless Harbaugh doesn't really for job security, he's gonna want to make sure that he's 100% and get as many evaluations as possible, as many tests. Um, it wouldn't make because if he puts him out there, hamstring's nothing to play with. That can linger at least a month to 2 months easy. Or it can last as short as a couple of days, depending on the severity of the tear or of the strain. So I don't know. I will give kudos to Harbaugh because the reports came out from Hensley from ESPN that they gave a few plays for Keaton Mitchell to go ahead and use his explosiveness. So he got his 4 plays. He got 10 yards a pop on each one of those plays. He had like 20 plus yards, 25 yards on the long run. But yeah, 10.8 a rush. So yeah, it's a change of pace. I definitely think they need that so they're not just Derrick Henry, Derrick Henry. He had an amazing game, but the little bit of blocking they gave him, I mean, he had 2 touchdowns. He broke Walter Payton's record, but I mean, gosh, I mean, there weren't many holes out there, and it wasn't a lack of him trying. Even that second effort he gave on the one score in the first half, where he ran into the back of one of his old linemen. Um, yeah, I mean he's earning his paycheck. I'll say that. It's not looking there's no respect for the run game right now. That's what's giving Tyler Huntley with them stacking the box to stop Henry is giving him a lot of passing lanes and allowing him to really kind of step up in the pocket and use his legs. I mean, he did a great job running as well. Got 53 yards running, six um, 6.6 yards per rush. Lamar, absolutely not. But um, playing the Dolphins. Where's that game at, Young Bull? You know where?
Uh, Might be in Miami. Yep, it's in Miami.
Yep, in Miami. Yeah,
We can't watch that one.
yeah. Me and them Amazon. Unc don't pay. Unc came from a generation where look, TV was free. And if you want to watch, look, if you're gonna pay for TV, then you only paying for movies. But paying for sports, other than boxing, I'm still trying to get used to that young bull. But I'm trying to catch up with times. But yeah, that's Amazon TV. That's Amazon. That's some Amazon guys that do all that shopping. Now they doing football games, Prime Video. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to get on board at some point. I like the CBS, Fox, and ABC, Monday Night Football. That's what I'm. The Brent Musburgers back in the day. You don't even know who that is.
Nope.
Yep, that's CBS back in the day. But nah, Jimmy the Greek and them guys. But that's what I used to watching. But uh, yeah, it's gonna be on Prime Video. It's gonna be on a short week. Um, the Dolphins, I don't think have much to play for, but they still gonna go ahead and there's no Tyreek Hill, thank God. I think he'd probably have about 150 yards on us as well, receiving. But I think we can get, I think we can beat the Dolphins without Lamar. I think if they can rest Lamar, I think they should rest Lamar because then that'll give them 10 days to prepare for the Vikings. It gives them another bye week to go ahead and saddle up for this next run of games. I mean, I know if he's gonna want to play, I would keep him on the sideline, ready to play, but I wouldn't start him. I'd bring him out if he needs to come out. What do you, what about that? Cat him come in um, as a backup if need be to save the season. But if you don't need to bring him out to save the season, keep him out there and keep him rested. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I think we can definitely win the game without him. But it's I honestly think it's just all Lamar's opinion. I mean, because I know he still might want to get into the MVP talks. Honestly, I don't know if he can win it, but I think if he can bring a team that went from 1-5 to 10-7 and make the playoffs, I think he can possibly get MVP. And he puts up the stats he needs to. But I think it's just up to him.
Yeah, with this defense, he's going to need to put up those numbers. He's going to need to put up the stats. He's going to need to go crazy. Because right now, at this moment, what we're looking at is um, they can tank the season, but we don't have there's nothing. This draft is a weak draft. At first, they thought it was a strong draft because of the quarterbacks, and it was found out that these quarterbacks were great on paper and average at best on the field. So there's nothing in this draft for anybody. Um, almost getting um, my man, the Jaguars getting Travis Hunter. That almost seems like a great pick now. 'Cause I don't. There's a few solid players that are going to come out of this draft, but there are no superstars. I don't see any true blue chippers. We got a few guys out there, but I don't see anything where it's like tank the season worth. Everybody thought it was Archie Manning sweepstakes, but or yeah, Arch Manning, but everybody's now saying like, yeah, that was fool's gold. He's injured, and he possibly won't even come out this year. He needs another year. He might even transfer out. There's no telling.
Yeah, I think he's I think he's overrated
I
just
agree.
cause the last name.
Yeah, yeah. The quarterback. What's the quarterback's from Indiana's name? And is it Mendoza?
Yeah, Mendoza.
Mendoza is a man. What he did in Oregon was phenomenal. That was, whew. And then what he just finished doing. Who did he just beat this week? Who did he just play this week?
UCLA.
Oh my gosh, that was bad as well. Signetti, oh my gosh, that's a trail of tears, man. They're running through the Big Ten. Oh man, they got a lot of old scores to settle because they are running through the Big Ten. Like who's the next victim? Like almost like Goldberg back in the day. I know before your time, Young Bull. Hey, who's next? But nah, next team is Maryland. That's gonna be a long, long afternoon in Maryland if they're in Maryland in College Park. And Loxley is he might be on his way out the door as well. I mean, there's too much talent on that he's recruiting on that. Not even the talent, the amount of money that they're dumping into that program, and he still cannot get them to win is is not good. It's not good, and they can easily lose their starting quarterback, um, because I mean, really, I mean, people are gonna come up to him with that NIL money. They're gonna be banging on the door, and if you can't keep them, then what? Then what? I mean, then you start from scratch. Yeah, they're playing Indiana, and yeah, and I mean, that can get real. That game, wow, wow, that can possibly go down as Loxley's swan song. That can be his last. That can easily be one of his last games coaching, because it can get so bad because there's so much money vested in the program, and he's not returning anything. I mean, he's starting to recruit. He has the number one recruit coming out of St. Francis. He's signed to come, but once they fired him, then he won't even stay. He's gone, and then they got to start from scratch. And then you're looking at possibly the coach from former coach who was supposed to be there before. That was at Penn State.
I forgot his name. Ah,
Oh man, they just let him go. You forgot his name already?
yep.
I'm Unc, not you. You're not supposed to be forgetting the names. Come on now. Come on. But yeah, um, I'm just thinking like he if we don't get the right coach, they're throwing the money around. That's the beautiful thing at University of Maryland. They're throwing the money around, so it can be a quick turnaround. But you just got to get the right person at the helm. They can't grab a Brian Kelly. You can't grab. I mean, the wish list would be Nick Saban. Um, that would absolutely be the wish list to of someone to grab. But I don't know. Yeah, Malik Washington. That's the quarterback. He's definitely gonna go. Yeah, they're gonna need to pay him. If not, he'll be going like the former Tennessee quarterback who's now at UCLA. He'll be gone. But James Franklin, that's the core. That's
Yep.
the guy.
James Franklin.
James Franklin. So James Franklin, he was supposed to have taken the job years ago, but they passed on him, and he went to Penn State and turned them around. Possibly. I mean, it seems like the players liked him when he was there. Because what's his name speaks highly of him. Pass rusher for Green Bay now. What's his
Oh,
name?
Michael Parsons.
Michael Parsons.
Yep.
Yeah, spoke highly of him even after he got fired. Thought he didn't get a fair shake. So I don't know. Things are looking up for the Ravens. Everyone in their division took a loss. They're not at the bottom of the. They're not at the bottom anymore. Cleveland um, has that distinguished that name uh, because the fact of first head to head, and then even the other reason is well, not even head to head, but just because they have a lower win percentage, yeah, a lower win percentage. If the Ravens lose this week, and I mean, there's going to be a few things would have to happen for them to go back down to the bottom, but right now they're not at the bottom. The Steelers have lost. They're 2 games away. They're in striking distance now. The Steelers have three tough opponents coming up, and I don't think that Tomlin is in the same boat or predicament that Harbaugh's in. His team wasn't predicted to win. Actually, his team was predicted to, if anything, either get to the wild card or not make the playoffs at all with a 40-plus-year-old quarterback. But Harbaugh, with the two-time MVP and all these young guys running around, no, they don't have Pro Bowl players in their prime like a Dak with CD and Pickett. But he still has Flowers and Andrews and Likely and Hopkins. And he still has a running back as well, and Derrick Henry and a few other pieces. So yeah, he's got to definitely Harbaugh's got to make it work. I know he's a special teams coach, but but what we're gonna do is we're gonna shut this conversation down because we want to kind of start talking about going forward, the future. But uh, with the Ravens and this short week, this Thursday night game with Miami, and man, we're starting to come to the end of high school football as well. Whew, we've had a few teams kind of do their thing, and a few teams kind of folded up and they started showing their true colors as to what they really are. The pretenders are definitely stepping up, and the contenders are stepping up as well. We're starting to see, it's starting to there's starting to be a break between or a separation between the studs and the duds. And there's some duds out there, especially on this high school thing. Oh my gosh, just some teams that I didn't think they were going to be getting beat this bad. And you got some teams that, they kind of showing themselves to be worthy. But Young Bull, talk to me, man. Before we get off, is there anything you want to add before we um get into another episode?
No. Thank you guys for listening. Honestly, just happy the Ravens won. Um, Happy that we're back healthy. Everybody came back except Lamar. That's fine. Lamar may play this week, may not. Optional. Lamar's choice. But yeah, honestly, it's a good week for the Ravens. And I think going forward, we just need to keep playing like this.
Okay, okay. I hear you, Young Bull. I mean, I agree with all. I agree with that entire sentiment. I mean, coming from two different generations, so far we're agreeing on quite a few things, especially when we talk about this Raven thing. Um, I guess great minds think alike. But hey, on K's take, where culture, competition, um, and commentary collide. Uh, I appreciate you being here with us, wherever you're listening to. Please leave a comment, like, comment, subscribe. Again, like, comment, subscribe. So we can go ahead. We're just trying to build this thing up. Um, one one viewer at a time, one day at a time, and every one of our takes. But thank you again for joining us. Um, look forward to having you come and join us again on our next episode. All right.